This is Josiah Plays Neverwinter. We are here.
Though times are dire, I know Helm's Hold will recover.
At Helm's Hold. There's the holy symbol of Helm up there. Earlier I was asking myself, is that the symbol of Helm?
I don't know if the city will ever
or
be the same.
Torm? I can't figure it out. And then I realized it's literally in the name of the place. It's called Helm's Hold. It's not Torm's Hold. So it was really dumb of me to try to figure out if it was Helm or Torm while standing in a place called Helm's Hold. Leveled up from praying. I said, God, could you give me a level? And God said yes. Alright, we've got some steel plates that are done. I need more steel plates. We've got level up, beat point. That means I can no longer do that. I can no longer do that skirmish anymore, sadly, but at least I got it twice. I'm gonna keep going on Seraphim. Whenever I take damage, I gain a buff called Seraphim. I have a chance to gain a buff called Seraphim, increasing the strength of my heals. All my points are gonna go into light, because I don't think there's anything. Holy Resurgence is kind of cool. But no, I don't think there's anything here in these other ones that I want. This is all the healing based stuff. Eventually I get Redemption, which is cool. Alright, so I get a power point. Let's see. These are all at 3. I might need to raise Sacred Weapon eventually. I might need to raise Bane eventually. I might need Aura of Truth eventually. Got 3 in Aura of Restoration already. 3 in Oathstrike, 3 in Templars. I'm gonna need to raise both Cleansing Touch and Cure Wounds to 3.
Smart fighter quits while he's ahead.
Shield of Faith. Interesting daily for when I'm a healer. Up to 3 wounded allies within 30 feet of you are healed every 3 seconds. That's the aura I'm going to use. Instead of, yeah. Also, there's Aura of Life. Allies within 30 feet of you who are in near death state are revived and healed for 15%. Whoa, that's good. Healing font sounds really cool. I love the fact that as a paladin in this game, you can spec yourself to be a pure healer and like really be the party healer instead of a cleric. I love that. I like being a healer. That's my second favorite kind of class in these games. My first favorite is stealthy class. Whatever the stealthy class is usually my favorite. My second favorite is a healer. And I also really like tanks, so I usually like a class that can be a tank and a healer, such as a paladin. But I also like pure tanks, like a warrior, fighter type. That's the classes that I like the most in basically all RPGs, but especially MMOs, is stealthy classes, tanks, and healers. Gravitate toward tanks as well. Tanks are good, especially when you're when the game system allows you to build a really tanky tank, like Drover. No, I'm not getting pulled in by your little Devil Hunter contest again, after you fucked me the last time. Fucking fucked me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save that point, because it's not going to go into anything I'm currently using. Burning Light, Smite, and Templar's Wrath are already all maxed out. And so are Oath Strike and Radiant Strike. It's not going to go into, and so are Aura of Courage and Aura of Restoration. So it's not going to go into anything I'm currently using. And so are Divine... Divine Judgment might not be, because I'm not bothering. But Lay on Hands is maxed out. Divine Judgment's got 2. But I'm going to replace Divine Judgment with maybe Shield of Faith, or definitely Healing Font. So... Man, Aura of Life is good. But again, only if you're in a group doing hard content. For running around soloing, Aura of Life would be terrible, because it would never come into play. Same with Shield of Faith or Healing Font. You really wouldn't use those while you're soloing. That's why they give you loadouts. I have 2 loadouts. If I go to my other loadout, I can set up a completely different set of equipment, skills, powers, everything. So eventually, I'll be able to set up a loadout for when I'm running around by myself or doing easy content, and a loadout for when I actually have to be the healer for a group in something difficult. And then I can just switch between them very quickly. Oh, that's so good. They didn't have this feature back when I played this in the olden days. This is a newish feature, and it's a really good one. Because when you switch loadouts, like right now, my loadout includes everything I'm currently equipped with, and everything I have in my bar, and every single point that I've spent on everything. When I go to my other loadout, I have nothing equipped. I haven't spent any points here. I haven't spent any points. I haven't even picked a path. So I could pick Path of... Well, Protection isn't going to make me more of a ass-beating guy anyway. But I could pick... I haven't picked any powers. I haven't picked any feats. So I could set it all up completely different with a different set of gear, different stuff in the bar, and then... Just as easy as that, I could switch back and forth between them. And just like, boom. Takes a few seconds, and that's it. And I've completely switched back to what I was using before. So that is pretty cool. You can make one for heals. Like, dungeon heals, and one for everyday general play. In addition to that, I've got a respec. Oh. I thought I had a free respec. Is it possible that I already used it? Oh, this character doesn't have a free respec because she's not an old character that's been around. Or you get one. You get one when you hit level cap, I think. You get a free respec. One free respec. Other than that, you can pay for it. You can buy a retraining token for 300 Zen that will let you repick everything. Andromeda. I still haven't talked to Corlin Graves, have I? Made some armor. Made some other armor. Now, can I sit here and make some crazy shit with this +1 armor that I've made? Plate armor +2 requires plate armor +1. Defenders. Superb plate shirt. Oh. Herb Gambison. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do anything with this defender's armor. But what I can do, potentially, is make some plate armor +2 out of plate armor +1. I can make plate armor +1 out of my plain plate armor. Wait. Sorry, I'm confused. Plate armor +2. I can't make it because I don't have plate armor +1. Plate armor +1. I can make because I do have some plate armor. And I can, in fact, make 2 of them. Then I could turn plate armor +1s into plate armor +2s. And probably +3s, and however high it goes. I earned a PowerPoint, which I'm not going to spend right now. Going to go into Cleansing Touch or Cure Wounds most likely, but realistically, am I ever even going to use those?
Is this the end of
in
Helm's
this loadout? Lay on hands. Heroism, but it only lasts 4 seconds. 4 seconds is such a shitty amount of time. Oh, for 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay, that would make it a lot better.
These are dark times for Helm's Hold.
Should I put it in Divine Judgment? I have started using this more. You know what? Let's upgrade it. Let's upgrade my Divine Judgment to do some better damage.
If Brother Satar entrusts you to fight the Ashmedai, then so too will I. My brother is Councilman Aldwin Graves, an important man whose word carries great weight in Helm's Hold. This makes him a valuable prize to the Ashmedai, and I've learned they have plans to abduct my brother and force him to join their cult. I tried to warn Aldwin of the danger, but he is a stubborn man and refuses to leave his home in Scar Alley. Please, can you go to my brother's house and make sure he and his wife are not abducted by those devils?
Alright. I will look for him. Now I have mad quests.
I don't know if this
Mad
will be the same.
quests. Milosh the Impartial. I want to be somebody in real life who's called something the something. Like, everybody calls, and everybody, you know, like, imagine if everybody called you something like that. Like, instead of just calling you by your name, if you were like that guy who had a name and a "the" after it, and everybody called you that. That would be so weird.
You cannot stop us!
Getting some unholy poison. Pouring some holy stuff into the well. It's been purified. What would it even be, though? Josiah the Mediocre. Josiah the Rambling. Hey, I got steel plates, guys. Woo! Okay, now what else can I make? With... I can't make that. detailed plate shirts. 150, 150, 180. Some plate trousers. This place is kind of shanty town looking. Councilman Graves' house. We're gonna check on him. See how he's doing. Josiah the Slow. Josiah the Pondering. Josiah the Rambling. Josiah the Flame Tongue. It doesn't really sound like a thing that people would call me, though. The fuck? Just a big ass stone head here, or maybe it's clay. I don't know. Alright, so we're here to check on this councilman and see if he's alright, and his house so far is fucking full of assholes, so I'm assuming he's not really alright. Found him. I've defeated the kidnappers. How the fuck are they kidnappers if he's still in his own house? It looked more like they were just menacers. They were here menacing him. But they didn't take him anywhere. You must be Councilman Graves. Are you alright?
It seems my brother was right, and my own stubbornness nearly cost us everything. I'm glad he sent someone to save us despite my obduracy. I'll be certain to tell the rest of the city council of your bravery and prowess. We can make our escape through the nearby window. Take whatever you fancy on your way out. I'd rather you have it than the Ashmedai.
You should run, Councilman. Escape through the window. I could just walk back out the way I came in, I'm just saying. Oh! Oh! When he said take what you want, he's actually got some shit for me. Thank you, sir. You're the first person that's actually implied that you're giving me something of value and actually gave me something of value. Everybody else in this fucking game is like, you here, I will richly reward you. Here's 40 copper. And you're just like, motherfucker. Allow me to show you how grateful the city is with this reward. 36 copper, seriously? Nobody wants that. Smiting helmet? Nah, I'm good. Jeweled bronze chalice. Only 24 copper. What the fuck? Defender's plate armor. I made this. And I'm gonna destroy this. Vial of unholy poison. This dark fluid in the vial seems to emanate an aura of unholy malice. Celestial bag of refining. I got another peridot. Okay. Well, I'll go out the window. Why not? I'm an adventurer.
But this is our path.
Gator is down there doing his thing. Let's cleanse this well. Haha, already cleansed it, Gator. Sorry. Yeah, you can re-cleanse it, I guess. These motherfuckers have a lot of vials of unholy poison. What the fuck is this guy's pet? Look at this thing! He's got a fucking ring wraith or some shit. That thing's awesome looking. Still, I love my angel. I heart my angel. So spooky, spooky. Thing looked badass. If you're playing an edgelord kind of character, and you gotta have an edgelord pet, you probably want that thing.
You cannot stop us.
What are you guys gonna do? You gonna get up here somehow? No, I didn't think so. Why is Gator just standing in one place? The Bondage Warehouse is the name of his guild? I need some people to log on this game and help me make a guild. Because apparently I have to have a full group to make a guild. And I don't know anybody. I mean, Sin might be one of the people that would help me make a guild. Because he started playing this anyway. He's playing right now. He's level 36. Same as me. Now you think, why would you and Sin not play together? He did want to play together earlier. Yesterday he suggested it. And I told him Invicta rides alone. Because the thing is, here's the deal. I like playing with other players if it's content that requires that you play with other players. Or if I'm redoing stuff that I've already done before and I'm just repeating it over and over in a grinding sort of manner, then it's fun playing with other players. Or if I'm doing hard content that requires a group, then I like playing with other players. But when I'm doing this sort of like just running around, going through the quests, going through the content on my own, I don't want another player, and the reason why is because A, it's already easy enough. You add another player and everything dies instantly, and you hardly ever get to feel like you were ever even in a fight, you know? And two, other players always gonna rush me and want to go a lot faster than me, and not want to stop and fuck around and read all the lore and explore and look in all the crooks and crannies for bullshit. Other players never going to want to do all those things. They're going to want to rush through and go to the next objective as fast as possible, in my experience. So that's why I don't like to play these games. You know, I don't like to play the standard single-player content in these games with another player. And I don't think that's terribly unreasonable. Basically, it can be summed up as my pace is much slower than anyone else's that's ever lived. So I would either be slowing you down or you would be rushing me, and either way, it wouldn't be good. Now, that's not to say that I've never played MMOs and run around and done questing with another person. I have. I've had partners before that I played with. But in general, either those games were very story light anyway, and so there wasn't much, and very exploration light. I mean, let's say World of Warcraft. There's not very much story in World of Warcraft, at least not in the standard questing content, at least not in the old standard questing content. And there's also not very much... I'm lost, man. I don't know where I am. I mean, what I mean to say is I don't know how to get back to where I was before I entered that dude's house. So World of Warcraft, anyway. Old World of Warcraft comment. Extremely story light anyway, and there's like no exploration to do. You can't cruise around and find hidden shit to loot, really. You just do your thing. So running around questing with somebody in World of Warcraft was much more viable for Josiah speed. Alright, this is where I was. And I came over here. What's up, Fabonus? And I came over here, and I went into a house. But I wanted to come over here where I didn't go into the house. In this area. Also, if I'm playing with somebody... Okay, so I was just over here. If I'm playing with somebody who is content to follow me around and play at my speed and literally just follow me, not run ahead of me, not go off to do other stuff without me, but literally just follow me, then in that case, it's all good to play with somebody else. Also, if I'm playing with somebody that I'm just like really good friends with, and we just like to fuck around and joke around on voice chat, and we're really good friends, and I really just enjoy their company a whole lot as a person, then I don't mind playing with them either. But just in general, I just don't want to play with people just for the sake of playing with people. And a lot of people want to play with people just for the sake of playing with people. You know what I mean? A lot of people really want to play multiplayer in as many things as they can. If you say, hey, this game has multiplayer, has co-op, that's a huge selling point for them. And they're really excited about it. And yet, if you say that to me, I'm like, I give a fuck. Me and Fabonus teaming up. But what I do like about MMOs is that there are other players around. Even if I don't want to play with those people per se, I like having them around, and I like being able to like temporarily team up with other players for impromptu little things, and then everybody just goes their own way, you know? Like if I ran around this corner and there was some big boss creature here, and another player or two was fighting it, I'd run over and fight the boss creature with them, and then I'd go about my fucking business, and we would have no, you know, obligation to continue playing together. I like that kind of thing. Trying to figure out where I'm going. Here's the third well. I think I'm done with these quests, actually. Yeah, I am done with all the quests. I just need to go back and turn them in now. Fabonus needs some healing. Alright, I'm out of here. Are you fucking insane? I remember how it was playing a fucking great weapon fighter. Especially if you're playing one legit, without any of these new, like, ridiculous buffs or special items that low-level characters can now get. If you're playing them with just, like, the real stuff that you'd get if you were new to the game, it was rough being a great weapon fighter. You were constantly starved for healing and fucking swilling potions like a motherfucker. So if anybody would ever randomly fucking heal me as a great weapon fighter, I was so grateful. I was like, oh my god, thank you. I need that healing.
Helm's Hold is a dangerous place now. Move with care, adventurer.
Do not fear. Your brother is safe.
My brother wishes to relay his thanks to you for rescuing him from the Ashmedai. At least this close call has given him reason to heed my warnings, and I've convinced him to stay in hiding for now. Of course, he says he only agreed for his wife's sake.
Sure he does. Feels like I'm leveling up really fast. But bonus! Is it my imagination or is his... Yeah, it's not my imagination. His name is not capitalized.
I don't know if the city will ever
I know
be
that
safe.
looks like a capital F, but it's really not. If you look at other people's names... Yeah. Fabonus' name isn't capitalized. 9 silver seems to be a lot. Right? I mean, and it's rough. If you don't have your own healing going through here, because these potions, if you have to constantly drink potions, which you do if you're playing a fucking great weapon fighter, you have to constantly drink potions. You only find so many laying around, and you'll go through those fast, which means you have to start buying potions. And they are not cheap. Especially if you don't have a bunch of money from a previous character, you know, if this is your first time playing the game and you have no money, you can run out of money and out of potions and be like screwed. It happened to me several times playing my great weapon fighter. Oh, I could check and see if these leveled up with me. Oh, they didn't. They didn't. They're still 35. So they must... Maybe they go at the level that you purchased them. When I get 40 of these symbols, I'm going to go buy another one of these bags. And I'm going to see if that bag contains level 36 or level 37 items, whatever level I am at the time, instead of 35. So I'm really curious. Or maybe 35 just happens to be the level that these items are, and I just happened to be level 35 at the time, and maybe it has nothing to do with any scaling at all. But I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. Needs more Spirit of the Healing Flood. That is such a good power.
These are dark times for Helm's Hold.
Okay. Brother Sitaran. I have cleansed the wells.
For all the people of Helm's Hold, I give you thanks. I fear it up all I let happen to Helm's Hold. I'd kept my folly with this final failure. Thank you for helping an old man fulfill his duty.
It was nothing. I have collected many vials of poison for you.
I'll take those foul poisons from you. With these samples, I should be able to use my knowledge of healing to find a permanent cure.
Tell me what else I can do to help.
The Ashmedai are trying to make an example of anyone they catch trying to escape. They board them up in their homes to slowly starve. We must free these poor doomed souls. Break down the barricaded doors and release those trapped inside.
Break down barricaded doors. Okay. I will free these people. Is that all?
The worst moment of the Ashmedai's triumph was when their zealots revealed themselves. Men whom we thought were our neighbors and friends suddenly exposed the brands which proved them traitors and fanatics. We were all caught unaware as they attacked, slaying those who trusted him while uttering blasphemous prayers to a fiend. Those branded zealots have known no justice for their treachery. I would see this rectified.
Okay, first of all, your town was fucked, because there are so many of those branded zealots around. Way more than normal townspeople. So your town already had to have been like 70 to 80% Ashmedai in secret. How dumb are the other people, the 20% that aren't in the cult, to not realize something's going on, when literally everyone they know is secretly in the cult? It's pretty funny.
These are dark times for Helm's Hold.
So what can I do now? I can do defend the temple. That's for the next zone, Ebon Downs. But I can go all the way up to... Holy shit, I'm only 3 levels away to... Hit fight is from
Though my god is dead,
Velosk, which is the
I will
next
do all
level,
I
the
can
next
to
zone
aid
after
your
that.
venturer.
Oh, Grey Wolf Den just opened up. Wait a minute. Where the fuck is the Green Dragon dungeon? That's in this zone. Hold the fuck on. I need to... Can you look this up for me, Nox, and see if it's been removed from the game? Because I know they removed a bunch of stuff from the game, content that already existed, in one of their updates, and I have no idea why. It's super stupid, but they did.
Helm's Hold will recover.
Can you look up, like, Helm's Hold Green Dragon, and see if you can find out if that dungeon has been, like, removed or something? Because I was really looking forward to doing that one.
Will ever be the same.
Really looking forward to it. I think it was a green dragon. It was a dragon anyway. Helm's Hold Dragon. You could look up maybe. But Grey Wolf's Den is apparently the next dungeon that's available for me. That's from Velosk, which is 2 zones away. I can do the call to arms though. I can do Illusionist's Gambit. I can do... Seems to still be there? Really? Why isn't it listed here? Is it possible that you just can't queue for it for some reason? That seems like it was not the case before. What do you get? Oh, you get a bunch of diamonds and XP if you do a random. I don't like random. First of all, I don't need any extra XP. I'm already leveling faster than I want to be leveling. So, and I don't need those trifle of diamonds when I've got 14 million. So, I'll just queue for individual things.
Though times are dire, I know Helm's Hold will recover.
You get the quest to go to this dungeon from Alisar Callum inside the sanatorium. If you miss her, you can't go back to the sanatorium to get the quest. Oh, is it like a thing where you literally have to have the quest to go to that dungeon? Because I remember running it multiple times. It seemed like you could just queue for it. Maybe you could just queue for the epic version of it. The whatever, the max tier version. Or something. What's that dungeon called? I remember it being really cool because it was the first dragon that you fought in the game. And you're like, nah, what about that dragon in the graveyard? That dragon in the graveyard didn't exist before. You never had that dragon in the graveyard before. So the first dragon, Lair of the Mad Dragon, yes! That first dragon in the game was this dragon here. And it was really exciting.
Is this the end of Helm's Hold?
You can queue for this to run it in a 5-man group. Enter manually solo with any size group you desire in Helm's Hold at any level. It says you can queue for it, but It still might have been removed, though, because several dungeons were removed. If you go to the Neverwinter wiki, the official wiki, and you look at the page that just lists all the dungeons, there's like a footnote. There's like a footnote on some of them. Like a little, you know, number or something, and then there's a footnote down at the bottom that says these dungeons were removed in the Elemental Evil update.
Though my god is dead,
And Lair of the Mad
I will
Dragon
do all
must
I
be
can
one
to
of
aid
them.
you, adventurer.
Which is really sad, because I loved that one. I loved that one. Why you fuck me over like this, Cryptic? / Perfect World. Alright, we're gonna kill some branded zealots with great fucking vengeance. The Maya Vice Lord is here. We're gonna kill some of these fuckers. We're gonna help some refugees escape. I'm looking for some barricaded houses or something.
Fire consume you!
Damn, it was. Oh, Throne of Idris was removed? Too? Motherfuckers! I liked Throne of Idris. That was a cool dungeon. It had a really cool final encounter. In like a sweet room. Dread... Oh, no! Not the Dread Vault. That was my favorite one. We ran the Dread Vault over and over and over at max level. The epic version of it. You fight a giant, like, aboleth thing, like, tentacled Cthulhu horror thing, or maybe it's an elder brain with tentacles, I don't know, but you fight like a giant Cthulhuoid, and it's all full of mind flayers, and intellect devourers, and fucking all that kind of shit, and it's so cool. How could they remove the Dread Vault? These motherfuckers. Oh, and Gauntlgrim. Yeah, I don't really give a shit about the Gauntlgrim ones. They added the Gauntlgrim stuff shortly after release, and it wasn't that good. But I'm pretty devastated that Mad Dragon, Throne of Idris, and Dreadvault are removed, because those were all really good dungeons. They were fun. Why would they do that? Like, literally, why? Why would you even? Developers spent a lot of fucking time making those. Why would they take content away? I don't even. Just, I can't. Branded Zealots! Hey, guys! Rest in peace, Lair of the Mad Dragon. I was so looking forward to going in there and trying to solo that dragon, too. Alright. Some more zealots. Hey, traders, what's up?
Another sacrifice!
We're having this giant battle right here while somebody's trying to... whatever they're doing there. Inappropriate time for a battle. It is really weird. Well, while you're looking on the internet, can you see if you can figure out... Because I think I tried to look this up and I never found a fucking answer. Of just straight up why? Was there a reason? Did they say that they're going to bring this content back at some point? Because I don't think I ever found an answer to that question. Cryptic's weird though, man. Cryptic is far from one of my favorite MMO companies. I don't like Cryptic very much. And I was actually really disappointed when I heard that there was a new Neverwinter MMO coming, but it was going to be made by Cryptic. I was like, oh no, not Cryptic. Ooh, I've killed 500 devils. I can be called Devil Slayer now. Now that's a good one. That's a lot cooler than Zombie Slayer. Devil Slayer. So I don't really like Cryptic very much, although I do like this game a lot. I feel like this game would be even better if somebody besides Cryptic had made it, though. Free some commoners. Marcus and his pet Hank. Nice. Poop Slayer. What is up, Blank Slate? How you doing? I gotta get some people out over here. Okay, wait. Caverns of Carendax wasn't removed though, right? That's the one where you fight the tough dragon. That's a high-level one where you fight the red dragon, and that motherfucker is no joke. That was a hard fight. Hi, Branded Zealots. How are you guys? I'm going to use this Arcana kit. I think I'm done with my quests. They had removed a ton of dungeons to retune them, and it brought a good amount of them back, but apparently they just stopped with those last few. I don't even understand. Like, they're making new dungeons and shit all the time. What? Wouldn't it be a lot faster and a lot less work to just hurry up and re-release those other dungeons? So you can be like, hey, look, we just added some dungeons to the game. And people will be like, yay! This guy's got nothing else to say to us. Alright, let's talk to Brother Sataran. The barricades have been brought down.
That is a great relief. The Ashmedai hunt the sick and the righteous, dragging both into the sanatorium beneath the old monastery. I shudder to think what horrid fate awaits them in that profane place. Now, some may make it to safety, thanks to you.
I have delivered unto many of the traitorous cultists the reward for their crimes.
Though there are still many branded zealots on the streets, your efforts do not go unnoticed. Now, instead of blasphemous chants, they whisper your name in fear and know that justice comes to them for all their treachery.
Yeah, treachery justice. We're trying to drive people to do more of the skirmish and dungeon dailies. Cryptic using it as an opportunity to retune low-level dungeons so they only require 3 players of no particular class count. Yeah, retune here means make way the fuck easier. Because that's what they have with the dungeons I've played so far. Make way the fuck easier. We're going to call that retune. And we then decided to not retune some other dungeons because we're assholes. That's what I'm reading. That's what I'm reading. What else is needed?
I've learned Ashmedai are driving the most wretched of the sick out of the Underscar. A warren of collapsed sewers, where those without hope struggle for survival. Even now, they slaughter the sick and helpless beneath our very feet, led by a diabolic figure, known as the Shepherd of the Damned. Slay this monster, and protect the weakest among us from the cruelty of the Ashmedai. Once you're done, I want you to meet with a ranger at the edge of the wood. His name is Desert Trubo, and he has information about cult activity in the forests.
This shall be done. Made some plate armors. Now if I hold on to these, I can turn them into plate armor +2. But I need a lot of steel plates. And I have to do it with my rank 2 guy. So my trousers are done. Rank in platesmithing has increased to 9. What can I do at rank 9? At 9, I can make a plate helm +2. Plate gauntlets +2. At 10, I can make this nice gambeson, which is an upgrade for me. But what I really want to do here is make some of these plate armor +2. So I need a bunch of steel plates. So let's turn this filter on. Forge me some steel plates. Forge me some iron plates. Forge me some more iron plates. Alright, what else we got here? Trousers we're gonna sell. Plate armors, we're gonna hold on to these. Sell, sell, sell. Nice ring, but we're gonna sell it. I mean, we're not gonna sell it, we're gonna destroy it. Reviving shield. I've already got 18 shields down here for some reason, so... Great weapon fighter, agile sword knot.
Though times are dire, I know Helm's Hold will recover.
So like here's an example of a level 32 weapon. 223. See, this does 285 damage, which is way more than what I'm using, and all that power. But less than the Longsword of Doom. But like I could take this mace, right? And the mace looks like this. It's a mace. And I could transform it and make it look like one of these swords. See, I could make it look like any of these any of these swords if I wanted to, which is pretty cool. Cruel amulet. Dual bronze chalices, which are worth practically nothing for some reason. Milosh the Impartial. What's up, buddy? Milosh is my homie. Cool. Thanks, Milosh. Good doing business. Do I have enough things yet? I only have 38. Okay.
Is this the end of Helm's Hold?
I need to go to the Underscar, which is right up here. Right over by where I just was. Hey guys! Hey guys! You know, actually, I was thinking about it today. MMORPGs are actually my second favorite type of game overall, out of all types of games. My favorite is text-heavy isometric RPGs. But my second favorite is MMOs, actually. And by far, I've spent more time playing MMOs than anything else. By far. Like, if you added up all the hours of gaming I've ever done with video games, the vast highest part, the one with the, you know, vastly most amount would be, oh, the Underscar. Imagine the most wretched place on Faerun. Now imagine the place buried below that. Captain Dunfield. Beneath Scar Alley lies the ruins of an ambitious project to extend the sewers of Helm's Hold. The project stalled several times and was finally abandoned after the spell plague and the cataclysm weakened the ground and Scar Alley collapsed. In time, the sickest and most wretched in Helm's Hold discovered the old tunnels and made a shantytown for themselves away from the surface. Rumors persist that deep in the Underscar there are passages into the sanatorium beneath the cathedral, or even into more ancient ruins. None can be found who have actually seen these hidden passages, but every month a few desperate or foolish bravos disappear, searching for the truth. So I'm getting that it's not a super safe and friendly place. We might as well just let them kill us. These guys are terrified. Terrified civilians. Well, probably gonna be traps down here. $108 defense and a defense slot. Hold on. Nope, don't want it. Last MMO you played was Runes of Magic? I don't think I ever tried Runes of Magic. Maybe I tried it really briefly a long time ago. Maybe. I probably did. And I think my impression was, wow, this is just like WoW, but worse in every way. I think that was my impression. Why are you playing this particular game? Seems like a decent MMO. Yeah, well, this is the only... Well, it's not the only, actually. There's Dungeons & Dragons Online. But this is the only D&D-based MMO besides Dungeons & Dragons Online. And I've played a fair amount of that, and it's really not for me. I like this one so much more. And this is kind of based on 4th edition D&D, which is my favorite D&D. I mean, it's not much like 4th edition D&D, but it makes some superficial attempts to pretend to be. But I need to end my episode here, so check it out. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere. Because I, the streamer, am not going anywhere either. I'm not done streaming. I'm going to keep on going. I just need to end my episode for YouTube. YouTube viewers, head over to the next episode in the playlist. That's going to do it for this one. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Neverwinter.